She will be filled with your wealth, and what you worked hard for will be in the house of a strange woman.
This is all I got. This is all I got. Don't take my baby, okay? Don't take my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Finish the Race VL, aka Victory Lap. If this is your first time clicking on this channel, thank you for joining in today's video. My name is Liz, and the purpose of this channel is to be a spiritual mentor to help encourage and educate you to stay on the right spiritual path, to walk in obedience according to God's holy and divine word, the Bible, and to learn how to diligently finish your own personal race in life before your last days here on this earth. Okay, before we get into the video where we're going to break down the behaviors and characteristics of a strange woman that we see prevalently women in today's modern women, we first need to go into the Word of God, and we're going to take a look at King Solomon's life. And King Solomon had a insatiable appetite for many foreign, strange women. So let's go and dive into this lesson. Okay, so for the sake of time, we're just going to briefly, like I stated, go and do a quick snapshot of King Solomon's life from 1 King chapter 3, chapter 11. So that's where we're going to begin from there. King Solomon was the second king who reigned over the children of Israel, after his father King David, who had taught him how to love and serve God by following his laws and commands. Solomon proudly walked in the truth and righteousness and with an upright heart. In his devout obedience to the Lord had visited Solomon in a dream, requesting Solomon to ask the Lord to give him whatever his heart desires. Solomon asked the Lord for two things. One, to give him an understanding heart to fairly judge the children of Israel. Two, and to discern between good and evil. His unselfish request was pleasing in the eyesight of the Lord, because Solomon did not ask for riches, for long life, nor the life of his enemies, but instead he asked for understanding to discern wise judgment. Not only did the Lord bless Solomon with wisdom and an understanding heart, the Lord had also blessed Solomon what he did not ask for, which was riches, honor among all kings that had reigned in different nations. And the Lord also stated to him, he will lengthen Solomon's days on earth if he continues to walk in the covenant of God's command. But sadly, with all the wisdom Solomon acquired from the Lord, he struggled with one obsession that brought him to his fall. The obsession of loving innumerable of strange women. Many of these women were foreign women. They came from other nations, tribes, and they served other gods and deities. These strange women that Solomon entangled himself with.
A different kind of entanglement.
Entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely.
Were pagan women that God warned the children of Israel not to marry, because they were seducing women that would infatuate men to serve their gods and idols. What makes you get entangled with these type of strange women that may seem innocent and pure, but in their hidden nature and beliefs are unholy marital agreements and behaviors? So what do I mean by unholy marital agreements and behaviors? In the next clips, I will show you an example of that. But first, I would like to expound on the cause and effect of Solomon being entangled with so many lovers. He became separated from God's anointing and protection. He was overtaken by his lovers' ideologies and dogmatic mindset by putting away his belief in covenant with his Lord and God to please his lovers. When you separate yourself from the Lord, you become vulnerable. You no longer have the strength of the Lord to protect and guide you from strange women and evil men. You will be taken captive by evil spirits, and your thoughts are manipulated by lies, false belief, and you become foolish. In the next 2 clips, I will show you an example of that.
No secret that Hollywood stars lead very glamorous lives, but few are aware of the open marriages many of them engage in. Ruby Dee's open marriage has certainly been an inspiration for many people in Hollywood, perhaps none more so than Will and Jada Smith, who credits Ruby Dee and Ossie as their role models for having their open marriage. The couple have been together since 1997 and also having 2 children together. Their relationship shocked many people, not only because they had a strong bond, but also because many look to them as couple goals. And it wasn't so much the open marriage that made it so shocking with the goals, it's the messiness of it all, if you catch my drift, right? The messiness of this person speaking out, that person, the anger, everything that happened with it. They have famously embraced the concept of an open marriage, with both agreeing to allow each other to explore intimate relationships beyond their own. They opened up about their arrangement on Jada's Facebook talk show, Red Table Talk, saying, "We have what we call life partnerships. You do your thing, I do my thing. I trusted that the understanding would be mutual." They further explained how these types of arrangements help strengthen their relationship by allowing them each to express themselves fully and openly without fear of judgment or criticism from the other partner.
Needed more freedom. The public wants you to be a certain way, your partner needs you to be something. You know, I'm really a free spirit at heart. I just felt like my life had got constricted into this little box. It was strangling me, basically, you know.
What does it mean to love in freedom?
The simple idea is you love in freedom with everybody except your partner.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
To come back, and they might not be able to come back this Christmas, and you let them go, your friends. There's a certain fluidity in your interactions, right? It's friendship versus marital prison.
Who?
Because of Solomon's uncontrolled lust, he fell in love with all types of foreign, strange women anyway. His insatiable appetite for beautiful women was astounding. He had 700 wives and princesses and 300 concubines. I mean, good Lord, this reminds me of Will Chamberlain.
And I'm a little surprised because I know you want to talk about a subject that is dear to my heart.
Well, we got to talk about this. Yeah. You made a statement, and his statement's going to follow you around for a while. That you slept with 20,000 women. You made that statement. Now, and I got to say that's the kind of thing that you say, and then people bring it up later on.
Especially 20,000
women
like you, right?
Exactly. It's not just me. Have you seen? There's a clock in Times Square. Take a look at this thing. It's pretty incredible. I didn't think that.
Right. Okay,
Now I'm curious.
In Solomon's old age, his wives eventually turned his heart away from his God to serving their pagan gods and idols. His heart was no longer perfect in the eyesight of the Lord. The Lord became extremely angry with Solomon and ended up sending his enemies against him to destroy his kingdom, simply because he did not keep the Lord's commandment and covenant in his heart to stay away from strange, foreign women. After Solomon's failure to keep the Lord's covenant and commandments in his heart, Solomon had written most of the book of Proverbs, which is known as the book of wisdom, to help provide wisdom instruction, and understanding to his son and young men to walk not in the paths that he struggled with as a young man and king. So let's go into the book of Proverbs to learn the behaviors and characteristics of a strange woman. A strange woman is a woman who does not follow nor obey God's commands and instructions. She practices and encourages idolatry. She is promiscuous and represents herself as a prostitute. She flatters with her tongue. She forsakes the guide of her youth. She forgets the covenant of her God. Her house inclines to death. Her path leads her to death. No man that goes to her will return the same, neither will they take the path of life. For the lips of a strange woman are sweet as honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil.
Hey, how's it going, baby? My name is Diamond. You seem a little stressed. What can I do to make your night better?
She is bitter and will consume you. Her feet leads to death, and her steps takes hold of hell. Her ways are unpredictable. Remove yourself far away from a strange woman. Do not go near the door of her house. Lust not after her beauty in your heart, neither let her take you with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread. Strange women has torn down and destroyed strong men. Never give your strength to a woman, nor your ways. Avoid strong drinks to save yourself, and you will not perish. She's an adulteress who will hunt for a precious life. Whosoever commits adultery with a woman lacks understanding and destroy his soul. She will be filled with your wealth, and what you worked hard for will be in the house of a strange woman.
This is all I got. This is all I got. Don't take my baby, okay? I've been away from my baby for 2 months. I just want my baby. And no one's listening because no one's in the courtroom. I'm not doing anything illegal. But I don't want nobody. Oh my God, am I doing something illegal by doing this video? Or am I protected by the First Right Amendment or the amendment? Don't take my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
She wears clothes of a harlot. She has a cunning and crafty and scheming heart. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. She is always in the streets, waiting in every corner to catch a man slipping to kiss him with an impudent face, having no respect nor regard for a man. She prepares her bed with fine linen and perfume to entangle him. She tempts a man to have sex with her while her husband is away from home. With her alluring speech, she causes a man to give into her flattering words to persuade him into her bed.
You tell me, baby. I'm here for you. I'm here for you, baby. I want to make tonight good for you.
She purposely sits and waits for foolish men she can lure into her ruin and destructions. Strange women have been around since the biblical days, and they just keep reinventing themselves each generation. It has gotten even worse since the inception of the internet, because now anyone can feast their eyes on unfiltered sexual images of strange women in the palm of their hands, while simultaneously grooming young boys and girls, including adult men and women, in unhealthy and unholy sexual behaviors and practices. There is a quote from an unknown person that says, "You either program yourself or be programmed." I'm not here to point fingers, but I'm here speaking from experience, because I too was once a strange woman before I had given my life to Jesus Christ, who saved my lost soul. I challenge everyone to look at themselves and ask, what role do I play? A strange woman or a foolish man? If you learned something in this video, please thumbs up the video and share what you learned in the comment section. Remember, it's not how you start the race, it's how you finish.